the women's doubles semi-finals. All 4 berths still open. All those matches will be happening this evening, and the winner of this one will play either Zhang and Zheng or Miara and Sakuramoto, that are actually in action right now on court 2. Just started though. We'll keep you updated on what that scoreline is. And still with me in the commentary box, Steen Pedersen. Steen, another young Chinese pair.
Yeah.
Youngish, 23, 24.
Currently ranked 4th, and fairly new pair. Only played since last year's Malaysia Open, where they were first paired together. But they've played together as juniors. There's 1 year between them.
They made the quarterfinals last year and had a pretty decent 2023. A lot of quarterfinal appearances, no titles. A lot of quarterfinal appearances. That was the last time they faced each other. It was at the China Masters, and Baek and Lee in straight games. They also met at the semi-finals of the Thai Masters. That was also won by Baek and Lee in straight games. But for Lee and Liu, quarterfinalists in Hong Kong, the All England, Korea, and Indonesia Masters. In addition to the Thai Masters, there was also a 3rd place finish at the Singapore Open. So decent for another up-and-coming pair. And as, of course, Baek Ha-na and Lee So-hee, well, they were playing with different partners, if I'm right, in 2023.
Yeah, at the Malaysia Open they were. Lee was playing with Shin, and Baek Ha-na was playing with Lee Yulim.
Yeah, that's right.
And they have split or repaired into these 2 new pairings. Lee and Shin lost the first round to the world champions, Chen and Zheng.
Well, I was actually talking before earlier during the Tunjung Chen Yufei match that they actually met 8 years ago at the junior circuit. Same question here, 2017 Girls Doubles World Junior Championships. Now Baek Ha-na and Lee Yulim against Lee and Liu.
Yeah.
So this is
Baek and Lee won.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing, Steve. That is unbelievable. That you know that off the top of your head. So anyway, so these are the 2 results.
That shows that you watched too much badminton in your life.
It just immediately called off, and great results just now, as you can see, for Baek and Lee, 23 years old now. And she, of course, Lee So-hee is now the oldest player on this specific court, 29. But once again, starting their year well. It was some very interesting results from last year. What an all-son, Lee So-hee, 29 years old, as I said. Only ranked 2nd. He's played with a number of different opponents in women's and mixed doubles.
Ready to play.
There's their tournament results. Anna Cheong, Teo Mei Zing, and then Jung and Jung from Hong Kong, both straight games. Haven't dropped a game yet.
At one time I thought they had sort of a game show on television where if you won that you would get to play a tournament with Lee So-hee. So many different partners did she have.
She did. It's well, Baek Ha-na, of course.
And she's playing well with all of them.
Yep, she was ranked 2nd in the world with Chang Ye-na, 2nd with Shin Seung-chan, and also, of course, played with the great Lee Yong-dae. That was back in 2016.
Lee Yong-dae was in mixed doubles.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
okay,
right.
Good.
Well, I'd be very surprised if he managed to qualify even with his skills in women's doubles.
He would have to grow his hair a little bit longer.
He has got that effeminate kind of, roundish face though. So, lots of players, lots of experience for them.
For 20 seconds, or 20 seconds.
And we'll see if that experience can push them over the youngsters. The umpire and service judge for this one, Jess Chan from Singapore in the umpire's chair, Charles Wang in the service judge position.
11-10, play.
Main, who's on
Ladies and
16th
gentlemen,
in the world.
on my right, Lee Wen-mei, and Liu Xuanxuan, China. And on my left, Baek and Lee So-hee, Korea. Baek is served to Lee Wen-mei, Levon, play.
10.
That's quite a bit long.
That's strange.
I saw the first exchange in the warm-up rallies where Lee So-hee, she blew it far across the back line, and Baek, she was laughing so hard that she made such a big mistake.
That's good to have that little
That's gone
camaraderie.
wrong as well.
That's gone wrong as well. Well, how many times have we seen that today? 3-0. And Lee and Liu going to have to settle into a rhythm and, of course, pull back those lengths if they can. You just get the feeling that if Baek and Lee can get into that very fast-paced play that they love, it'll be a bit difficult to get the opportunity to choose exactly what clear that you want. You might not have the time.
Service over, 11-13.
Read by Lee So-hee, tracked back nicely.
Thank you. Play.
Stalwart Korean defense in action again. These early gears. But then it puts it low on the other side. It's strange watching a badminton match where you can't use the backcourt either side. It's basically just a 10-foot court, that's it, it's just front and mid. 37 shots, our longest rally so far. Correct me if I'm wrong, all 6 points so far scored or lost by Baek and Lee.
30-all.
Didn't Lee Wen-mei, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here we go. 5 is the right way. All about the tiny things, and that does make a huge difference towards the server called first.
Coach, when they are ready, thank you. Like.
Rotated, getting ready for the next shot.
6-2.
15-13.
Shackled into a flat defense right now. Really moving around.
A little shake on the head of Lee Wen-mei.
40-15.
He's a fantastic technical player. I don't always rate her just as high in terms of tactical understanding.
Right.
So, a moment in that rally where she more or less outplayed herself.
You don't get to see that very often in sports.
Chinese women's double, clearly the better formation with the Liu Xuanxuan on the front court.
Service over.
Really good mixed double with Wu Xinhua. as well. And then Lee Wan-mei at the backcourt. They haven't taken a game off the Koreans in the previous 3 encounters. I think if they should do it, then this is a good time where there's a lot of drift and it's fast playing conditions. When you go to slower playing conditions, the Koreans' solid defense comes more and more into play. But they look a little bit disheartened, the 2 Chinese players.
Yeah, a little bit on the back foot so far. They haven't really been able to push forward.
No, and I think it's surprising them how much drift there is. So it's basically an all-out offense, because you really can't play defensive on the near side here. It's very difficult.
And that's what won them that point. Good combination.
Thank you. Serve quickly. Yeah.
Way more, but they found it.
It's over. 9-4.
15, 17. Give.
Yeah, and just that unified presence in the center of the net.
That's one of the things that are essential in a doubles combination, the ability to read the game the same way. Not necessarily something that's there from the start, but it's got to be developed.
Or learn the skill.
18, 15.
That was nice from Baek. Was in the right place at the right time. Now coordinating the play. Lee with the slightest of touches.
Fantastic.
Oh wow, she's up.
Absolutely amazing.
I don't think Lisa knew what to do there. The fact that her opponents had actually got up.
5, 10.
1 down, 2 down.
And then both spring up. And Lee So-hee in the end makes a right meal of that.
Yeah, and early on I said that it's very difficult to play defensive double on the near side of the court, and I still stick to that. But I'm going to come with a little amendment, and that is, if your defense is not that strong, normally you get a little bit help here, so you can get the right length on it. If you normally would have played too short, then you might actually get the right length on it, and the opponent's smashes are not as dangerous as when they change ends.
17, 19.
Great trajectory on those lifts from the Koreans.
Yeah, I was just about to say, she's just not happy with the standard defense. She's trying to get those angles in to set something up.
Game. First game won by Shan and Zheng Yu, 21-17.
That's one of the things you have to do. You have to lift high when you're forced to lift from the near side here. Use height to defend yourself.
Give you some time.
Accuracy.
Gives you some time to get back in position. Of course, can't immediately be attacked.
Yeah, but also to make the timing more difficult when it drops down vertically from the ceiling.
So at the break, 11-6. He's beginning to fire into life here.
주먹을 거두기 좀 많이 걸리긴 했는데 그만큼 잘 안 흘러 하고 있으니까 우리가 좀 앞서
20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Korean coaches on both sides. Lee Kyung-won as normal with Baek and Lee So-hee, and the Chinese coaching bench
11,
Kang
6.
Kyun-jin,
Play.
together with the Chinese physio who works as a translator as well in this match here because she speaks Korean.
Court 2, 20 seconds. Court 2, 20
Hey.
seconds.
12, 6.
And it's very much a case of picking up where they left off as they get back on court. I'll just give you an update on that other Court 2 women's doubles match, and Zhang and Zheng 21-17 up first game against Miura and Sakuramoto.
Second game.
Well, of course, the opponents, possible
Level.
opponents, well, definite opponents, obviously, but which one
Play.
in the semis
Over.
on this side of the draw.
7, 12. Back. Back.
So he's just getting a little bit too invested in that rally.
One, no.
Service over.
She'll take that.
7.
Nice corridor right down the middle.
Both left it for the other of the two Chinese players.
That's that look.
Yeah.
That look.
Yeah,
That's when you
that
do
was
that,
yours.
that's it.
I had
What?
nothing to do with that.
How could you do that?
No.
Baek, oh no, the nice. Oh, that was great setup from Baek, forcing that lift to come back. It came back so high that Lee So-hee had was just obliged really to kill that.
One of the developments for Baek and Lee is that they can also now play in
Six over.
different formations. When
Yeah.
they first started out, in my opinion, Baek now was the preferred backcourt player. She definitely was in the previous combination
Yeah.
with Liu Lim. But she's improved a lot on the front court.
She's one of those players, even at 23. I mean, the glittering amount of awards or praise that she's already got, but picking up different skills around the court from her various partners. She set up Lee So-hee there again, but this time So-hee couldn't finish it off. But a solid buffer in this first game. Serve. Oh no, quick to it.
Super powerful smash she's got with it there, but the problem is that as it often is, then power is not the ultimate
Yeah.
factor. The
As you
ultimate
said.
factor is variation and
Yeah.
steepness.
That's what you got to get. It's about that right opportunity. It's so important to understand that that idea as well, because I think a lot of people, when they first watch badminton, they're really impressed by big power smashes and the big players that can play them as well. But it's not just about that. There's so many aspects to it. And the most important of those aspects is timing.
One of the ways the players practice defense is by playing with a squash racket, which is heavier.
Wow. Did not know that. That's amazing.
Different equipment manufacturers have now made heavy badminton rackets where you can get a better hit, so to speak,
Yeah.
because it's original badminton racket is just much heavier than the normal one. But I've also seen some of the Chinese players, Gefei, Olympic mixed doubles champion, practice at the net offensive shots with a tennis racket.
Wow.
to build strength.
We never really talked about that. The badminton racket itself, of course, over the years, it has gone through so many advancements and changes. Now there are on top in terms of tensile strength, in terms of weight, composite materials. But using a different racket from a different sport to get that's amazing.
Yeah, it's basically overloading. So working with something that's heavier to gain strength.
Too high.
So 16 or 9-16. Li Wenmei and Liu Xuanzan are still trailing.
Play.
Immediately reflexes
Played by Baek.
9.
It's over. 5, 6.
absolutely all over that as soon as it left the racket on the Chinese side. Mistake there. It's a 10-point lead, and they have an iron grip on this first game.
Too big swing with the arm there from Lee So-hee. You don't have time to do that. You can only swing the racket.
That's right.
If that goes over the net.
Nice return. Backhand defense from Baek.
Over. 6.
Look at the body language there. It says, I knew she'd do that. The string's gone, so what can you do?
So 10 game points, 16 minutes played.
It's over. 7-4.
Good high placement of the smash from Liu Xuanzan.
11-20.
With that almost on the right armpit of Baek.
4. 8, 7.
Baek again sets up off the service and then takes up position at the back. Oh, got straight to the floor. So he with no chance.
20.
Service over. 8-all.
Into the defense. Lee So-hee guilty of
13,
a lot more errors than her partner at this point.
Yeah, that would normally be the case. I mean, Baek in general, he doesn't make any errors, except when she's challenged real hard. She's top 5 in the world, I think, but normally super solid player.
So-hee taking on now variation from the backcourt. Rotation.
We play a left because your coach was calling out before the rally was finished. Okay? We play a left. 9-8.
That net court bounce seemed to hang in the air.
And Lee So-hee, 21-30.
So they take the first game, 21-13.
9-8.
注意一点，不用这样一贴一贴对着注意一点。
So Baek up, Lee So-hee out on court as you'd imagine earlier, ready to get on with the second part of the job, which is winning game 2.
Second game, level, play.
Court 2, 20 seconds. Court 2, 20 seconds.
Wow! It's over.
The interesting thing here is going to be whether the Koreans will have to play a lot of offense, or whether they can still control their defense. Now they're playing with the drift.
11-9.
Chuan with a deep frown.
Play.
She must be thinking to herself, well, hold on a minute, I'm on the other side now. Got to pull it together.
It's over.
Super important that the Chinese player alert on the front court. Trying to get the initiative. Yeah, well played. Just keeping it downwards. Liu Xunshan, not full power smash, letting the Koreans judge how much pace they want to put into it.
It's over. 10, 12. You ready?
It's over. 2, 3.
Service back with Baek and Lee.
It's over. 30. Take it.
3, all.
Defense.
Yeah.
It's over. 4, 3. It's over.
Fast movement there by Baek and Lee. Great passage of play. Baek just adding those little touches at the net. In the end, that's enough.
super control on the front court by the Koreans.
Very careful indeed.
Court. 15-10.
Played by the Koreans, who pushed their defense forward there. They were both playing side by side and sort of chasing the backcourt player of the China. Look at that.
16-10.
Well, outfoxed there. I think that was more
It's over. 5, 6.
a mistake than anything else. Just spread themselves out a bit. Nice return though by New Zealand's run.
17-10.
Delicate touches from the Koreans.
10.
Good shot. Also good defense.
Oh,
But I mean, I'm impressed with the Koreans because they play like there's no drift whatsoever. And we know there is.
that's right. They actually looked like they were unfazed by any kind of blowing, gusting wind.
It's over. 11-18.
What a beautiful shot by Baek into the corner. Such a great cross. 7-5, that's the longest rally. 48 shots.
Get ready.
Well, 18.
Brilliant play. Defense
It's
run.
over. 6, 7.
Yeah, nice follow up. First that little tip up, hook down.
18.
Again, perfect placement by the Koreans.
It's over. 8, 6.
You have to be quicker to receive. I don't want to issue cards for that, but you have to be quicker. Right. It's over. 19.
Right now,
9,
Lee and Liu still looking for a surefire way to win some points back. Reactive is fine, but proactive would really help them out if they could settle on a plan. But Lee and Baek doing just enough now.
Come here.
You have to get ready because it's ready, okay? No delay.
Again, about preparedness. The receiver.
It's over. 14-19.
Is not able to better her or the pair's position in the attack. Lee Wen-mei is the only player on court who hasn't got a World Junior gold medal
Wow.
individually. I think it shows how there's got to come a winner.
Is it going to be a card? It is.
Lee Wen-mei, warning for misconduct. play.
I think that's correct.
Warranted. Yeah, absolutely warranted.
The Chinese are talking and discussing and looking disheartened after a number of the rallies.
And that's the delay, essentially, yeah. So it's a good thing that they didn't continue talking and being disheartened after the card. Straight down the middle. Koreans finding a lot of corridors down the middle.
Yeah.
11-6 at the second break. You just see there that little bit of space. That's enough.
Won by Zhang Zhixian and Zhang Yu, 21-17, 21-15.
So back on court for the all-important second phase of game 2. Everything's still looking good for the Koreans.
Play.
Lee and Liu still looking for a surefire way of getting themselves back in this match, and at the speed that points fall. In a doubles game, they might not have the time. Chance here with the service back with them, but it's not just about getting the service back, it's about what you're going to do with it. Koreans 12-8, closing in the semi-final berth.
13-8.
Deep control by Lee So-hee.
She's actually tightened up a play a lot in the last in this second game. Is this another one of those situations where it's they've got a pretty good read on it? They know that if they keep playing like this, it's more than likely that they're going to come through.
Yeah, I mean, Chinese, they haven't really shown that there's a way where they consistently can score points. So I guess they're fairly confident. The problem comes if you start scoring points, consecutive points the same way.
Yeah, become predictable.
Find a gap. If the opponent starts exploiting a gap in your own game, then you're a bit worried. But played 34 minutes. That's normally in slow playing conditions. That's just one game. We're already in the second.
Scratching of the head. It's going to take a lot more than that at this late stage. Baek still playing with her usual solidity. Lee So-hee's tightened it up. Movement has been great. Positionally, they've been much tighter. The frustration coming from the Chinese side. That's going to go long.
Good work.
9-15.
Baek again, absolutely all over that service. There's the expected apology.
Good anticipation.
Yeah, he had a clean on the forehead, in fact.
So now both the Chinese players have been hit in the head.
Yes, I was just about to say.
That's instant feedback on the quality of your shots.
Just have a little bullseye right in the front. Important thing is they were clean hits. That's a mistake there as well, and now the points just rolling along.
It hasn't been her day, Li Wenmei.
Oh, it has been almost like a really claustrophobic, oppressive atmosphere that Baek and Lee have created, and they haven't had opportunities like that where they're going to get these free hits. And definitely nothing off, well, higher than, say, I don't know, half a foot above the tape.
Great set up there by Li Wenmei. Got to praise her when she does something that's good. Really, really good pressure. Look at that backhand. That one.
Yeah, and they can see it. You can see it from their communication as well. They're much happy with the way that point progressed. A little bit too late, I think. Dash across court by Baek.
Excellent.
And that was enough to fluster her. Create a mistake.
Good placement. And a smash from Liu.
Hana.
Yeah. The Koreans needs to be ready as well.
Yeah, I think the umpire already made it very clear that there's no dilly-dallying when it comes to service protocols.
Service over. 18-12.
It was a nice little burst of, I have to say, consolation.
Yeah, but look at that. Recall a couple of rallies later, she intercepted in the forehand side. So now she said, now I'm trying. I'm guessing that she's trying to do something else, and then she covered that one. Got to play from Baek. Oi.
Well, that's very late. She's done that a couple of times this match.
There's an attempt at putting topspin in it. That's went wrong there.
18.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, it is Zhang and Zheng that they'll be playing. The game is, that match is finished on court 2. Oh, what an angle. Read how that play was going to go, and that space opened up for Lee So-hee just in the top right. And of course, we've seen so many shots flow straight through that corner. She held that well. And she controlled the pace of it. 19-13.
And number left, Zhang Jiman, China.
Thank you.
Akane Yamaguchi to serve. Love all. Play.
20. Match point.
So 7 match points.
30.
Akane Yamaguchi challenges for in.
Just long. So he thought she had that
It's
one.
over. 14-20.
So one save, but fully expecting them to complete and convert one of the other 4.
was unsuccessful. 1 service remaining.
Game.
So 21-13, 21-14.
Play.
And Baek and Lee So-hee with a pretty comprehensive 40-minute win to take them into the semi-finals. First semi-final of the year for them, of course. They'll be happy with that. Emulating a little bit of that wonderful run that they had last year. That brought them a lot of finals along the way. For Lee and Liu, they're going to have to turn their attentions now to next week's India Open. Baek with the photo call. And there's confirmation of it. 21-13, 21-14, 40 minutes, and the Koreans are through to the semis.
Welcome back to the Axiata Arena here in Kuala Lumpur, the Malaysian capital, and it is a country that absolutely loves its badminton. Well, it's quarterfinals day today, and our next match is a mouth-watering prospect because it's a repeat of last year's World Championships semi-final.